I did it my way. I've had a few. So, how are you this morning then, Ralph?
Tired. I'm a tired little puppy this morning.
What happened?
What food's that, Jim?
What happened then?
Poor night's sleep.
Yeah.
Tossed and turned.
Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Thank you very much, love. It's just before 9 o'clock on Wednesday the 20th of March, and here we are sat in Minehead in Morrison's supermarket, and I've just devoured a big daddy breakfast, and Ralph had something a little bit more light. Sensible. Well, I believe in as many calories as you can get inside you when you're going to be doing a walk like we are today, and that's my view. But how are you feeling, Ralph?
Tired, very tired, Jim. Very, very tired. But I'll be alright once we start walking.
Just a bad night's sleep, I
Bad
guess.
night's sleep, so. Bad night's sleep.
Thinking about it and the excitement, and also, it wasn't a tough day yesterday, but we've done 31 miles in 2 days on Monday and Tuesday.
Going, Jim.
It is good going, and today we've decided to have a much easier day, more or less half a day. If we can, you never know what's going to happen. And the intention is to walk to Porlock, Weir, which is where we drove this morning and took Ralph's car up there and drove back here to Minehead. The intention is to get back as soon after lunch as we can. And I need to edit, because I didn't edit last night. I was absolutely shattered. And as a result of being shattered the night before, when I put out the first film, the day before yesterday, I made quite a big error because I was so tired. I actually played some music over a part where I was talking. I always feel annoyed with myself, but these mistakes happen. But believe me, it was just down to tiredness. And today we're having a much easier day. We're having like half a day off. Ralph needs to find some accommodation, and I think that should be okay, Ralph.
Yes, hopefully, yeah. I think we're going to get it sorted.
Yes.
But we want a short day to give us time to sort out what we're going to do. So.
Yes. And we've just been looking on the map, and tomorrow we could make Lynmouth, and possibly the day after that we could make Ilfracombe.
Yeah.
And that would be great.
Touchwood.
It'll be going some. We're going to be motoring again, but. We met this wonderful couple in the pub last night.
Yes,
we had a really nice chat with her.
Jean and Peter.
Jan and Peter. Yeah, they're fabulous people, weren't they? And we just had our 2 beers and off to bed. I was in bed by 9 o'clock, and I woke up at 6 this morning. So I feel pretty good this morning, to be honest with you. The tiredness has gone out of my eyes, and it was a good thing that I didn't edit last night. I think that would have done for me.
Yeah.
So as I say, we're just going to calm it down today, and then we've got another 2 big days ahead of us tomorrow and the day after. And but we've done remarkably well, Ralph. It's been good. So it's just before 9. So what have you got to say then, Ralph?
Here we go, Jim.
But that isn't the normal way you do it.
Yeah, see you throw the spanner.
That was English. So here we go. So there's not a breath of wind today.
No.
Are you feeling good now?
Once we start, I'm okay.
Yeah. You've had your breakfast, you're feeling good?
Feeling good.
Yeah. Excellent.
Tired, but good.
Yeah, we'll be alright. Well, you're going to get a rest this afternoon, mate. You know, have a kip in your car for that matter, couldn't you?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. to this lovely couple. We haven't even really started yet. And your name, sir?
My name's Malcolm.
Malcolm. And
I'm Linda.
And so what are you doing today? I see you've got all your kit with you and your sticks and everything. Are you going for a long walk today?
Well, we're going for about an 8-mile round trip. Nothing too strenuous. Not like you.
Well, no. I mean, funny enough, the last couple of days we've been walking into the wind. We've done 31 miles in 2 days, and it absolutely wore us out. We had to walk right round the power station and into the wind all day, and it was dreadful. Yesterday was better, you know.
So it's about 12.5 miles we read to Porlock.
Yes.
Porlock Weir from here.
Yes, well that's about right, I would imagine. 12.5, you reckon? Blimey, I didn't realise it was quite as far as that, but that's all right. So. But we're having an easier day today. Anyway, have a nice walk.
Okay, and you.
Thank you.
So when do you finish?
Well, it's 390 days walking an average of 12.5 miles.
Right.
And I'm just over halfway.
Okay.
So
where do you finish?
I'll be finishing at Gretna Green.
Oh, great.
Yeah, or I might do it the other way around and finish at Berwick-on-Tweed, because I've already walked to Berwick-on-Tweed. I've already walked from Carlisle all the way down the west coast.
Right. Oh, I used to live in Newcastle at one time.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I walked through there as well,
did
actually.
my PhD there.
I went across the ferry, the little ferry that runs across there to, now where was it? South Shields, sort of to North Shields. Yeah, there's a ferry, a pedestrian ferry. It was very nice across the Tyne.
Yes, when I was a young man, I used to do the half marathon on New Year's Day from Morpeth to Newcastle City Centre. Yeah.
Well, you're both looking pretty fit and well. I'm glad to see you walking. That's lovely.
Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye.
Well, it's 11 o'clock now, and we've managed to get to the top of North Hill, which is around about a 240 metre uphill walk, which took our breath away. Bearing in mind we haven't done any of this kind of walking for quite some time, probably since I was back on the Cornwall walk, and it is absolutely magnificent up here. I could sit here all day just looking at this view, and there's some ponies, Exmoor ponies in front of us, and a car park, and people starting to mill around now. And it's an absolutely glorious day again, and I'm so relieved that you know, we've got over that horrible storm Gareth, and it seems to have gone for good now, even though the forecast is for the wind to change, for it to be coming from the south actually, but it will be a little bit fresher, but it's absolutely fabulous. This is alright, Ralph, isn't it? There's not a breath of wind. We're sat right on the top of this hill. You can see Wales as clear as a bell. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Can't fault it, Joe. Sun's come out.
Yep. You can see that.
Aberthorpe Power Station.
It's clear as a bell now. Yeah.
Aberthorpe, to north.
Yeah.
Cardiff. Can't see Swansea yet. I haven't cleared for that yet.
No.
I think it's going to be a really nice day.
I'll just zoom to the left and see. I don't know how much you'll be able to see of this in the distance, but you'll definitely be able to pick out Aberthorpe. Well, I've just met these lovely people, Jocelyn and Ian, and they've got a spring in the step because they're not that far from Minehead now, and that will have marked the end of the southwest coastal path for you. That's something to congratulate you for. It's fantastic.
Thank you. It's a sad day, really, in a way.
Yeah, what are you going to do after this then?
I think we'll probably do the Cornish one again because we live near the start of it. So
yes.
We'll probably do it in order this time instead of doing bits and pieces.
Yes. Well,
so,
that's a, you know, it's say to everybody, 560 miles is a nice achievement. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how.
630.
I beg your pardon.
630. I think. Yeah.
But a lot of them, we took one car and then did 4 or 5 miles and then back again.
Yes.
So we've done
a lot of circular walking.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
And you was telling me, Ian, you was diagnosed.
Yes, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 5 years ago, so we decided that needed to walk.
Yes.
So we started from home at Kreml and did all the Cornish coast path in a couple of years.
Yes.
And then thought, right, well, here we go again, and we did from Kreml to Poole.
Yes.
And then, all right, here we go again, and then Mastermouth up here to Minehead, and 5 miles to go.
Yes,
and then we'll have done it.
Excellent. Have you ever considered, like, such as the Pembrokeshire Coastal Path in Wales, or something a little bit further afield?
I can't really walk too far.
Ah, right.
So I'm on 5 or 6 miles a day. I can't do much more than that now.
Right. Okay.
So it'd be very logistically difficult to do a long one.
Yes.
With B&Bs every day. You have to walk.
Yes.
So
yes, I understand.
We're retired, but we've got a cat.
You've got a cat.
It's fine. Our next door neighbour is about 84, and I'm getting a bit frail now, so it's finding a cat sitter really.
Well,
and we can't leave the cat for too long.
Well,
we
no,
can't
of course.
take him with us. So.
No, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the tie more than anything, really.
Now you was telling me as well about the lady who's not just walking.
Oh yeah. Well, we have a friend. Well, son has a friend called Rebecca Mabel, and she calls herself the 10-10 runner,
Yes.
and she's off, I think tomorrow or today, to John O'Groats
Yes.
to do the John O'Groats to Land's End joggle, which is 17 days, averaging about 50 miles a day. Sometimes it's 60 miles a day.
But it's all on
So,
roads, and she hates
yeah.
she hates roads. She likes
Wow,
them.
that's-
She called herself the 10-10 because last year she did 10 Cornish coast path marathons in 10 days.
Wow.
For charity, that was,
For
wasn't
charity,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we picked her up on a couple of the days and took her home, and she slept at our house and take her to the start again at 6 o'clock in the morning, and off she goes again.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's incredible.
She's not
isn't
sure
it?
she's going to finish this, but
50 or
she
60
will. I know
miles a
she
day.
will, but
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
slightly lacking in confidence at the moment. I
Yes,
think.
really. Well, yes, I would be as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I stayed on a really good campsite at Helseville, which is just south of St Ives, where you walk down to Zena.
Oh yeah.
And there's a really nice campsite there, and the young couple who run that, and they're marathon runners, and they're talking of running the whole of the Cornish coastal path. Running it, the whole
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
It's so rugged, isn't it? I mean, it's so
Yeah.
hard on your knees and your
Oh,
ankles. It's all right when you're young. but-
Absolutely. Yeah, well, that part from all the way down from St Ives to to Land's End
Yeah.
is really tough.
Yeah. In fact, there's a classic quarter, I think it's called. There is a marathon that my son and Becca did last year that goes
Yes,
down there
round
and
there,
finishes
yeah.
at Land's End, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our son's just come back from Tokyo after doing the Tokyo Marathon a week ago, and he's off to Boston in a couple of weeks,
Yeah, a month,
Wow.
yeah.
and then Berlin at the end of the year, and that'll be the 6 big marathons, and he'll get his special.
So that's, was it London, New York, Chicago, Boston, Tokyo, Berlin?
So obviously it's all in their blood brought on by you two then, isn't it? I mean, well, there must have been, you must have taken them on walks when they were young, and they must have got an appetite
Not
for it. or-
really, no, not that much.
No.
No. Well, our hobby is Via Ferrata, really, which
Yes.
is climbing in France.
Right.
Up until recently,
Right.
mountaineering in Via Ferrata, and they never came doing anything like that.
No.
So,
Yeah, well, it's obviously in the blood and coming out a little bit later in life, like
somewhere,
you two.
some ancient relation somewhere along the line, I don't know.
But it's been absolutely wonderful talking to you.
Well,
I've
lovely
talked to
to
you
talk to
all
you.
day.
Well, lovely to talk to you as well.
I think soon that it's going to get so misty that I'm not going to be able to see you
But
anyway.
it's all right the other side of the, going down there,
once you
the
get
mist
there,
is a
yeah.
bit lower and it clears.
Well,
when you
this has only come up over the last mile or two.
Yeah.
We're probably on the highest point now. Yeah. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too,
Thank you very much. And check me out on YouTube and send me a
Yeah,
message.
sure.
And thank you very much indeed for your time. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye now.
Well, where'd
Thank
you come from?
I'm from Hull.
Oh, right, yeah.
Don't let that put you off.
A long, long way. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I walked up to Berwick-on-Tweed and then went across. I was thinking of doing Scotland during the summer, but I didn't know. I wasn't that confident about being able to get all the way around in the summer, so I went across to Carlisle and walked south all the way down the west coast, all the way down to Land's End, and now I'm just more or less, after I've finished this section, I'm heading east and to Dover, and then I'm going to be on the home straight because I'll be pointing north again.
I noticed on Becca's schedule that it takes at least 7 days to get from John O'Groats to the Scottish border.
Yes.
I think it's 9 days to Carlisle, so it's a heck of a long...
It is indeed.
You're almost halfway there in a way when you hit Carlisle, in days anyway.
Yeah.
And you think it takes 17 days.
Lovely to meet you,
Yeah,
Justin.
lovely
Thank
to
you.
meet you too.
Thank you. This is Alison and Vaughan, who we've met more or less on the top now. We're going to be heading down towards the coast again in a few minutes. It's got rather misty, but not as it could be worse, I think. And I think the sun might be breaking through. So where are you off to today, Alison? What's the plan?
We're doing a circular walk from Porlock round through Selworthy and Alaford after we come down
Yes.
off the top hill.
Right.
Selworthy Beacon, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. And so you avid walkers then, Vaughan, or do you?
We do a lot of walking.
Yes.
Yes, we've done bits of the coast path. We live near Dartmoor.
Right.
Doing Exeter, so we do a lot on the moor.
Yes.
Exmoor we love, and so we did a walk up that way yesterday.
Yes.
And further afield, we've done a bit of the Inca Trail, that sort of thing.
Well,
So
wow.
we've done some walking.
Yes. Oh well, that's great to see as well. I notice your dog likes the idea of you coming for a walk. She's very excitable, isn't she? She likes all this exercise.
Yeah, she's just over a year now, so we had to hold back on the walking with her because the vet said don't walk her too hard for a year.
Really?
And now she's starting to get longer walks.
Right.
Which is good for everyone.
Oh, that's excellent. So do you do coastal path walks as well?
We do quite a lot of coastal path walks near where we live in South Devon. So.
Yes. I was quite surprised with how I was pleasantly surprised by the Dorset coastline. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about Durdle particularly, but you know, there's some stunning scenery down there, isn't there? You know, when you get towards Swanage and round the corner there, it's absolutely fabulous. You know?
Yeah, we were there last year. So.
Yes.
We walked round Golden Cat, that general
Yes,
area.
that's the kind of place. It's fantastic, isn't it? You get
It
quite
is.
a view from up there. And I was pleasantly surprised as well. I know, forgive my ignorance, but I didn't know that there was a beach at Poole, and when you get there, it's a 7-mile beautiful beach that runs all the way to Bournemouth, and all the different people that I met along there, and you know, it was a very nice surprise, and all those really expensive houses along the beach, you know, run by Harry Redknapp and all these personalities and rock stars.
Sandbanks.
Yes. And
Holly, no.
That was a surprise. But look, it's just a short chat, and thank you very much indeed and stuff. And talking, and I wish you every success in the future. And,
thank you very much.
And look me up on Facebook and send me a message.
We will.
That's very nice indeed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And
Nice
good luck
to
with
meet
the rest
you.
of it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. It's 12:30 now, and we're more or less as high up as we're likely to get. We've met several walkers, as you've just seen, walking in the opposite direction to us, all heading down to Minehead, and we're on the moor, at the very top of the moor, and the visibility is it's not too bad actually, and the sun is trying to poke through, but it's nice and warm. It's a really lovely, easy walk today, and we're feeling pretty good, and we reckon we're only maybe about, say, 3 miles. Would that be right? Ralph? Maybe 3 to 4 miles. So we're within probably an hour to an hour and a half of finishing, and then we're heading back to Minehead, or we might be. We haven't made the decision entirely yet. It depends on what accommodation we can find for Ralph, and the price and the locality and all that kind of stuff. If we can't find anything at this side of the of Exmoor, then we'll simply go back to Minehead and have a look there and see what happens. And so things are going really, really well, and we're really enjoying it, and we're walking at a nice leisurely pace, and just recovering a bit of energy. We didn't want to do a big walk like we have done over the last couple of days. So everything's going really well. So how did the phone call go, Ralph? What's the score?
Bed and breakfast is booked in Porlock.
Yes? Great.
So, happy days.
Well, that's brilliant. So all we need to do then is just run back to Minehead, pick the van up and drive back through, and we're sorted. We don't have any more worrying to do.
Yes, we've sorted for today.
Excellent. And I can find somewhere to park nearby and get on with producing the next, yesterday's video and today's.
I got a phone now because she can't hear me to find out where it is. So
yeah. Oh well, that's perfect.
So
well, from here it's downhill now.
Downhill,
and we'll be out of this mist. The sun is just starting to poke through. I can see it up there, and I mean, there's not a lot of mist, but you know, it's going to be a pleasant walk going in. There's not a breath of wind. We've cracked it, mate.
Hallelujah.
So what shall we do?
Here we go.
Come on, man.
Let's go, Jim.
Well, this is Tony, who we've met. He's nearly at the top of the moor now, and we're on our way down there, and it's just given us some sound advice. And so, how's it gone today, Tony?
Not too bad, but the only problem is I've been away on a week's holiday, on a coach holiday.
Yes.
And therefore, it's taken a little bit of effort to get the old muscles going again.
Yeah.
But once you're up here, it's well worth the effort.
Absolutely. I must admit, we felt like that on Monday after Storm Gareth last week. You know, we didn't move a muscle. I was more stranded near Burnham-on-Sea in my camper van blowing a gale and chucking it down every day, and I kept myself busy doing editing and stuff like for this film. But we had exactly the same feeling, and we put about an 18-mile day in on Monday, and we felt quite exhausted, and we was into the wind, you know.
Yeah,
so where are you off to today then, Tony?
I'm just going back home to Minehead.
Right.
I caught the bus to Porlock and I'm walking back.
Yes, that's excellent.
Yeah.
And so you're not a stranger to this.
No, I've lived in Minehead for 45 years, so I've been up. I regularly walk from Porlock back to Minehead, either this way along the rough coast path, or underneath if it's windy, through Selworthy Church, etc.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks for your advice about the rest of the walk.
Well, that's a pleasure, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the walk, and it'll be congratulations to you when you eventually get to Welcome.
Yes.
Not sure there's a great deal at Welcome, but
it's a very difficult place to get into and out of, and it's a
narrow
little road. I remember it well.
That's right.
On my camper van, it put some big gouges down the side of it. You know, it's a very narrow road. You can only just get the camper van down it.
That's right. Yes, it's.
But, and when you get to the bottom, it looks like somewhere from hell, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Well, you've got to go round to Heartland yet, haven't you? So,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's interesting as well.
Yeah, well,
I just hope the wind is in your favour.
Well, yes, yeah. Very nice to meet you, Tony.
Okay, nice to speak to you.
Thank you very much
and
indeed.
all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
bye
you.
now.
Bye now.
Bye.
This is Mike, and this is
Gregory. Hello.
Gregory.
From Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long walk.
Oh, well, that's
I did the ocean part very slowly.
Right, excellent. Oh well.
Yeah, they call him Jesus. He can walk on water.
Now, Ralph's booked into the same accommodation as you two guys tonight, so let's get together and have a beer later on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah. So we'll see you later. We'll have a chat then on camera if that's okay. Yeah, lovely to meet you, lads.
Okay, Jim.
Okay. Well, we made it, Ralph.
Yep. It's a bit longer than we thought, I think, Jim.
Yeah, that was a bit tough. I hate those pebbly beaches.
Yes, it's not easy, Jim.
It
Not
isn't.
easy.
Yeah, it brings back memories of walking along Lamona Beach.
Where's that?
It's just inside. You walk to it from Land's End and round the corner and you come to Lamona.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that's the beach a bit like that, but the stones are even bigger. You know, yeah, but we've done it. We've got here. So you've got booked into your hotel then, Ralph?
Yeah, into my B&B. Lovely little cosy little bed and breakfast.
Yes.
Happy days.
Excellent. And it's just round the corner from where we start the walk tomorrow as well, which
Exactly.
is even better still,
Even
isn't
better,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so, what about me parking? Have you got anything sorted on
I
that?
think I got something sorted for you as well.
Excellent, Ralph. Oh well, we'll go and pick the car up and I'll get it back here because it's going to get misty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming down now, Jim.
It is, yeah.
It's coming down pretty thick now.
Yeah, so we'll deal with that one then, Ralph. Well done, mate.
I'll come back and have a look.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's fine. And then we can have a walk down. You can show me, and then I can drive down there, can't I?
Yeah,
So that's no problem at all. That's brilliant, mate. Well done. So what do you make of today then?
a nice walk, Jim. It was a nice walk. I thought it was a little bit further than we expected myself, but no, it was nice.
Yeah.
Nice, comfortable walk.
Because I've just seen a road sign there saying Minehead 5.5 miles, so it's only going to take 15-20 minutes to get in and 15-20 minutes to get back. So you know we're sorted in a good position for starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well done, Ralph.
Well done, Jim. A good day. Thank you very much.
Ooh.